So I'm back with another reading, and this is for people who have been trying to make it work with a particular situation or a particular place or a job or relationship, uh, anything it could be. And the three cards which has come up are the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Four of Wands. So at first, this Knight of Cups energy is so what this is trying to tell you is that you're maybe at the point where you are like where you are beyond your burnout. You're beyond your burnout and you want to now decide based on what feels right. Because things have probably not been feeling right for a long time. Maybe you have been trying to make it work with a friendship or a relationship which did not feel right, but you were still trying to make it work. And, or maybe with a job or with some other dynamic. But ultimately, it's all coming down to your self respect. And I feel like at this point, you're feeling like your self respect is getting compromised. Maybe for a long time, you knew that you wanted to change. Maybe since like past 1 year, you're like, I want to bring a change, but you probably did not know how. And you were just enduring and like showing up every day, hoping something will change, hoping for some clarity. And at this point, this pause, this break, the break in movement, it's like I am not going to like betray myself emotionally anymore. This is what this card is saying. If some situation is not emotionally fulfilling, if you're feeling disrespectful, if it is not aligning with who you are, this is the message that you are now not going to take that path anymore. You're not deciding that, you know what, the way things are going on, it's not working for me. I need to rethink. And you know that obviously the new path is uncertain, but you're okay with that. You're okay with uncertainty at this point. The night energy is usually it's very impulsive, but this night is not impulsive. This night is coming from, you've been thinking about this for a long time. It's not a sudden decision. This has been a long time coming, and at this point, you don't want to negotiate with your feelings and your experience. At this point, you don't want to doubt yourself, doubt your heart. This also could mean that you are probably, you have been doing something out of habit. Maybe you have been doing this for like a year, for 2 years or 3 years. And at this point, it has just become like a routine for you and you don't even know how to get out of it. But you are now taking a pause and you're like, hold on, this doesn't feel right. And you want to take a pause and recalibrate yourself. A confirmation to this is the Nine of Wands energy, which is basically, again, reconfirming that for a long time you have been holding on, you have been showing up, that what you thought was strength, is actually emotional exhaustion. You may have been just showing up every day, doing the right thing, thinking, okay, I gotta be strong, I gotta do this. But you are just exhausted at this point. Yeah, maybe you feel like you needed to just tolerate and get it through, just get through. Let me just get through today. Let me just, get done with today. There may have been a long period of time where you felt like there was no way out and then you had to do this. That you had to just be in the situation and keep slogging through. And yeah, it feels like it talks for the long duration. This is more than a year. This is almost 2, 3, 4 years you've been in this situation, or maybe 10 years. And, I hope not. But maybe you sort of started accepting that this is how things are going to be. Things are not going to change. I'll just be disappointed forever. And, but you still kept showing up. You felt like if I just keep showing up, if I, if I just keep doing the right thing, everything's gonna be okay. Um, and maybe in that process, your heart also got blocked out. Stop you stop expecting good things out of life because things were shitty for so long. You started at some point expecting only disappointments, and you became like very protective about yourself. Basically survival mode. This card is survival mode, and you have been in this survival mode for a long time. And now the message is it's time to let go. It's time to get out because the Knight of Cups is here, right? The Knight of Cups has decided that I am going to be true to myself. I am not going to negotiate with who I am, right? Even though the new beginning is uncertain, I am okay with that. I am only going to do what feels right. I'm not going to act out of fear or, negative attachments. I am aligning with who I am. And the Nine of Wands it's time, it's finally ending. This phase is ending. So getting out of survival mode, how is that going to be like? Because you don't know what that's going to be like. So in survival mode, you had to show up and prove yourself every day. You had to prove maybe in your job or in relationships that I'm worth loving, or in your job that, okay, I'm good enough, I deserve this job. Or maybe like you're trying to fix situations in your family or with your friends, like you're always doing the hard and the right thing and a lot of effort just to keep justifying things. Um, Now you're like, fuck it, I am leaving by. You are just quitting. This is what the cards are saying, to just quit. Just quit. Stop trying to fix. There's nothing for you to do there in your current situation. Just leave the situation. There's nothing for you to do. Whatever you had to learn, whatever you had to gain, experience wise, or, if it's a job, money wise, whatever you had to gain, or even love out of situations or friendships. This card is like, it's done. Just leave, quit, bye, nothing to do, nothing more for you to do here. Your energy is not needed in this situation anymore. But finally, now you have a new beginning coming with Four of Wands. Also, these cards have pulled out previously. I know it must be like, how can this be so accurate? But this is the reading which I just did yesterday, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So, this is stability. This is true happiness. This is alignment. And it's possible when you choose yourself. It's possible when you choose your truth, when you align with what your heart wants and not what you think you should be doing, right? This is true happiness. This is not performing. This is not like pretending to be successful, that, oh, I have a great job, I'm happy, but inside, like, you are just not in a good place. This signals you finally finding a place where you will belong. You'll no longer have to shrink yourself or pretend to be someone you're not just to feel like you belong. You will find your community, you'll find your tribe, you'll find your people. So yes, when you're leaving your current situation, you will not be losing something. You'll in fact find out your true happiness. You'll find your people. And this is only possible because you chose your self-respect and your happiness. So this is a great confirmation reading that if you are indeed stuck in survival mode and you have been thinking for a long time to do something about it, this is confirmation message that you go for it. Like, if your heart is feeling to leave, quit it, leave. And then there is a new foundation waiting for you. There's a new life and stability waiting for you. But you have to make your decisions based on your truth and your heart. So that's it for today's reading. I hope this resonates with you, or it helps you to some extent to make your decisions and choices to become more happy and fulfilled. Thank you.